Thank you, Mr Speaker. It is a pleasure to follow the Leader of the House. I should remind him that Lord Cooper in the Court of Session said that parliamentary sovereignty is a purely English concept that has no counterpart in Scottish constitutional history. In Scotland, the people are sovereign, and that, of course, will be a matter of importance as the people of Scotland decide what their future will be. I have to say, Mr Speaker, that I'm rather surprised by the right honourable gentleman, who has always been a student of the rights of this House, because the harsh reality is the reason that we're in the situation that Parliament has been prorogued is because the Prime Minister has instructed three stooges to go to Balmoral to give an instruction to the Queen to shut this place down. And for all these pronouncements that this is normal, it most certainly is not normal for Parliament to be prorogued for 5 weeks. And we know the simple reason is because the government is running away from the powers and responsibilities that this House has. It is shameful, it is disgraceful. And in that regard, I am deeply honoured and privileged to endorse the motion in the name of the member for West Dorset. Mr Speaker, today the Scottish Government has launched an ambitious programme for government aimed at tackling climate change, building a fairer economy, reducing inequality and improving the lives of citizens across Scotland. Mr Speaker, a government getting on with its day job. 12 years into government, yet still focused on making life better for those in Scotland. But while government in Holyrood is stepping up to meet the challenges facing both Scotland and the world, Westminster is quite literally shutting down. There is very much a tale of two governments. While the SNP is doing everything here and in Edinburgh to move Scotland forward, the threat to our economy and society from the right-wing Brexiteer cabal occupying Downing Street cannot be mitigated away. Mr Speaker, they will be stopped. A sham is what reports say of the Prime Minister's advisers have called his EU negotiation strategy. Running down the clock is what the Telegraph is reporting those close to the Prime Minister say his strategy is. A complete fantasy, reports say the Attorney-General advising the Prime Minister of his approach to the backstop. Mr Speaker, the tall tales of this Prime Minister are being exposed by the media by the minute. Sources are exposing the smoke and mirrors behind those playing games in Number 10. Does the Prime Minister think this is a game? If so, it is a very, very dangerous game. Make no mistake, the Prime Minister is acting like a dictator, shutting down Parliament, ripping up democracy and silencing the people. I give way.
Honourable gentleman for giving way. And he's